The rise of Wat Yang Yai and Phran Boon. In the heart of ancient Siam, a land called Panchala Nakhon, resided Prince Suthan, the only son of King Athai Taiawang and Queen Chantha Thivi. He was a remarkable young man. Not only was he handsome, intelligent, and kind, but he possessed a natural grace and excelled in many skills. However, his true talent lay in archery. His unmatched aim made him sharpshooter across the neighboring kingdoms. King Athai Taiawang and Queen Chantha Thivi beamed with pride for their son, Prince Suthan. They desperately wanted to find him the perfect wife, someone as beautiful as a rose and as gentle as a doe. The royal couple searched high and low, evaluating many young ladies. But none seemed quite right for the role of a gracious and noble queen. The first young lady spoke with a grating voice, and another walked with an ungainly gait. A third lacked intelligence, while a fourth possessed plain features. The search continued. The fifth couldn't sing sweetly, the sixth danced clumsily, and the seventh simply lacked regal bearing. Even the eighth princess, who was otherwise suitable, was rejected for her constant giggling, leaving the entire kingdom baffled. One sunny day, Phran Boon, Panchala Nakhon's best hunter, found a hidden treasure, a secret bathing pool. Here, 7 stunning daughters of King Thammarat, the mighty ruler of the faraway bird people, came to bathe. Whispers claimed they were the world's most beautiful, with magical feathered wings they could remove to appear like ordinary girls. Spotting 7 pairs of feathered wings resting on the grass, Phran Boon knew he had made an incredible discovery. He rushed to the friendly Naga of Champuchit, a powerful serpent, and borrowed his magical lasso. Sneaking along the edge of the pool, Phran Boon used the lasso to capture Menorah, the youngest and most beautiful of the girls. He then brought Menorah to the palace and presented her to King Athai Taiawang and Queen Chantha Thivi. Princess Menorah would be the perfect wife for our Prince Suthan, Phran Boon declared. And his prediction proved true. Menorah's natural beauty and gentle spirit charmed everyone in the royal household. Prince Suthan and Menorah quickly fell in love, and their wedding was a joyous celebration for the entire kingdom. On their wedding day, Prince Suthan vowed to Menorah, "You are my greatest fortune, my beautiful bride. I promise to do everything to make you happy." Menorah's only request was simple, "Suthan, please never leave my side. When you're near, I'm happy. But alone, I miss my father and sisters terribly." Sadly, soon after their wedding, Prince Suthan was called away to fight a battle at the northern border. "I must defend our kingdom," he explained to Menorah. "Please understand." Menorah understood Suthan's worry and promised to be careful. The prince, worried about her safety, entrusted her to a trusted friend. "Guard Menorah well," he instructed. "She's the most precious thing in our kingdom, the treasure of my life. Watch over her constantly, day and night. As a reward for your loyalty, I'll make you the royal court counselor." Everything seemed secure, except for a hidden danger. The old court counselor, having overheard the conversation, saw a chance to regain favor. Later that night, King Athai Taiawang had a disturbing dream. He called for the old counselor and described his vision. "Last night, I dreamt my intestines unraveled and wrapped around the entire kingdom. What does it mean?" The jealous counselor saw a way to manipulate the king. He thought for a moment, pretending wisdom, and said, "Your Majesty, it's a terrible omen. Great evil threatens you, your family, and the kingdom. It could be so bad, everyone might die." The king was terrified. "How can we stop this evil?" he whispered desperately. The counselor seized his opportunity. "There's only one way to appease the gods, your Majesty," he lied. "A blood sacrifice is needed." The king stammered, "But Menorah. Suthan loves her dearly." The counselor played on the king's fear. "Does she matter more than your queen, your subjects, or even yourself?" The king felt trapped. With a heavy heart, he made a terrible decision, isolating himself and ordering the guards to keep everyone away, including the queen. The queen, believing the king had gone mad, tried desperately to see him. Failing that, she comforted Menorah, promising to find a way for her to escape. Terrified of the sacrifice, Menorah pleaded with the queen, her surrogate mother. "Suthan wouldn't want me to die," she cried. "Please, return my wings so I can fly home." The next day, the crowd gathered for the blood sacrifice, expecting to see Menorah tied to the stake. But instead, the courtyard gates swung open to reveal Menorah with her beautiful wings restored. She swayed gracefully, then took a running leap and spread her wings wide. As silent as a swallow, she soared over the palace and disappeared into the sky. With a whispered prayer, the queen sent Menorah off. Even the king offered a well-wish. Menorah flew to the wise hermit near her pool. "If Suthan seeks me," she said, "give him my ruby ring." The hermit reassured her, "The prince will never stop searching." He promised to guide Suthan and even teach him the language of animals to protect him. With tears in her eyes, Menorah begged him to keep Suthan safe. With the hermit's blessing and a heart full of hope, Menorah took flight again, soaring towards Mount Krailot and the loving embrace of her family. The moment Prince Suthan learned what happened, he knew he had to find Menorah. He set off on a dangerous journey, traveling for days into uncharted lands. Everywhere he went, he asked a single question: "Can you guide me to the land of the bird people?" But the answer remained the same, until one day he found a wise hermit living far north. The hermit offered Suthan a glimmer of hope. He could guide him to the bird people's land, but warned it wouldn't be easy. However, with the help of special prayers, magical lotion, and a pet monkey to test his food, the prince might reach his destination safely. Filled with gratitude, Suthan accepted the hermit's gifts. The hermit not only gave him Menorah's ruby ring but also taught him the secret prayers, the language of beasts and birds, and pointed him north. For 7 long months and 7 wars, Suthan traversed treacherous jungles, dense forests, thorny fields, and towering mountains. His first major challenge came in the form of a monstrous yak, 7 times taller than any man. The yak breathed blue fire, and smoke billowed from its nostrils. But Suthan remembered the hermit's words and recited the secret prayers. Miraculously, the ferocious creature knelt down before him. The next obstacle was a fiery river of dancing red flames. Once again, Suthan relied on the prayers. A huge boa constrictor appeared as if in response to his pleas. Suthan mounted its back and safely crossed the river of fire, reaching the opposite bank. The prince continued his journey, but a huge tree that was unlike anything he had seen before blocked his way. The thick jungle wouldn't let him go around, and the strong roots stopped him from digging under. With nowhere else to go, he climbed the tree, exhausted, and fell asleep in the branches. The chirping of 2 enormous birds, which were larger than tigers, woke him up. Their feathers shimmered, one gold, the other silver. To his surprise, the prince understood them. The first bird said, "Let's head to Mount Krailot for a feast tomorrow." "Sounds good," chirped the second bird. "King Thummarat is celebrating his youngest daughter, but we need rest first. Mount Krailot is a long way north." Realizing this was his chance, the prince freed his little monkey and climbed onto the back of one of the giant birds. He nestled under its metallic feathers. Early the next morning, the birds took flight, soaring straight to a lotus pond in King Thummarat's garden. The prince arrived just in time to see a group of bird-like servants carrying golden pitchers. "Princess Menorah cries constantly," one sang. "She misses her prince, far beyond the blue mountains." Spotting a young servant carrying a golden pitcher, the prince politely asked, "Is that for Princess Menorah?" The girl nodded. "It looks heavy for someone so small," the prince said kindly. "Let me help you carry it." He secretly slipped his ruby ring into the pitcher before handing it back. Back in her chamber, Menorah heard the clink of a ring as the water splashed. "Did you see a strange man in the garden?" she asked excitedly. The servant confirmed he'd helped her, and Menorah, overjoyed, ordered the best perfumes, jewels, and silks to be brought. "He is my husband, and he must look his best for my father," she exclaimed. An hour later, Prince Suthan stood before King Thummarat. The king admired Suthan's devotion to Menorah. "But to win her hand, you must prove your worth." Suthan replied, "Your Highness, I have spent years searching for Menorah. I will do anything to earn your blessing." The first test was strength. The king gestured to a giant stone bench. Suthan calmly prayed for strength, then lifted the bench effortlessly, leaving everyone stunned. "Impressive," declared the king. "Next, since you wish to take Menorah away, you must prove she's the only one for you. Can you pick her out of a group of 7 maidens?" Confidently, Prince Suthan declared, "I would recognize Menorah anywhere." However, his words were quickly put to the test. 7 identical Manorahs appeared before him, leaving him utterly confused. In a moment of desperation, the prince offered a prayer. As if in answer, a golden butterfly fluttered into view. It circled the head of one of the Manorahs 3 times, revealing her true identity. Relief washed over Suthan as he took her hand and presented her to the king. "This is my Menorah," he announced with certainty. The prince's tenacity and the butterfly's intervention impressed the king, who grinned in approval. "One final challenge, Prince Suthan," the king boomed. "Only an arrow pierces 7 layers, winning Menorah, palm boards, figwood boards, copper plates, iron plates, and even bullock carts filled with sand. Succeed, and she's yours forever." The famed archer didn't flinch. With a smooth motion, he loaded his crossbow and fired. The arrow, a streak of lightning, effortlessly passed through every barrier and vanished into the sky, disappearing from sight. Witnessing this incredible feat, the king declared, "Prince Suthan, you have proven your worth. You may take Princess Menorah to your homeland." And so, from that momentous day forward, Prince Suthan and Princess Menorah lived happily ever after. Ever heard of Wat Yang Yai or Phran Boon? This magnificent temple, located in the Sala District, Nakhon Si Thammarat Province, Thailand, has a rich history. Wat Yang Yai's story begins not with its current name but as Wat Ganga Lom. Historical records tell us it served as a sister temple to Wat Chedi, Khai, suggesting a long history within the Nakhon Si Thammarat temple landscape. The story begins with Phran Boon, a skilled hunter who called this temple his home. Over time, Wat Ganga Loms began to change. Local legends credit Phran Boon with either restoring the temple buildings or bringing new energy to the temple, attracting more devotees. This could have led to increased donations and allowed Wat Ganga Lom to flourish. Wat Yang Yai's, a new name for Wat Ganga Lom, became firmly established under the guidance of Phran Boon's. The temple flourished, becoming a renowned destination for religious pilgrims. This revered figure is associated with this magnificent southern Thai temple. Devotees continue to flock to the temple to venerate the shrine of Phran Boon, seeking blessings for prosperity, love, wealth, and protection. Wat Yang Yai, Phran Boon, is a cultural tourist attraction where people visit to pay homage and make merit to the great hunter. Today, Wat Yang Yai stands as a testament to its long history and enduring significance. The dedication of Phran Boon and the devotion of countless pilgrims continue to shape the temple into what it is today. A special kind of good luck charm called the Phran Boon amulet, also called the Tha Phran Boon mask or Menorah mask, is shaped like a man's face and is said to bring good luck, charm, and success. These amulets are based on the character of Phran Boon, a hunter from Thai literature who is said to be highly skilled and magical. Information about Wat Yang Yai suggests Phran Boon is a venerated entity, possibly a hunter spirit. Phran Boon grants wishes to those who call upon him. With sincerity, make your desires known to Phran Boon. Chant the mantra, and draw him near to hear your wishes and grant them. This mantra can be chanted aloud or silently and repeated any number of times, particularly 3, 5, 7, or 9 times. Now let us chant the preliminary prayer. Before chanting to any Thai Buddhist statue or amulet. First, chant 3 times of this initial mantra. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
นะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะนะโมตัสสะภะคะวะโตอะระหะโตสัมมาสัมพุทธัสสะ ณชาลีติออาอแอรึกลือลึกลือชัยยะชัยยะสิริโภคาณมาสะโยณชาลีติออาอแอรึกลือลึกลือชัยยะชัยยะสิริโภคาณมาสะโยณชาลีติออาอแอรึกลือลึกลือชัยยะชัยยะสิริโภคาณมาสะโย
I hope this prayer has filled you with a sense of peace and well-being. May the blessings of Phran Boon light your path and guide you towards your goals, and may your dreams come true.